Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. So we went through kaf and qaf. Okay. ثم الكاف أسفل, meaning then kaf is below, I below qaf. والوسط, okay, أسفل والوسط فجيم الشين يا. Okay. Now these are the letters of the middle of the tongue. Look, you have, if you remember, we have the tip of the tongue, the top of the tongue, we have the middle of the tongue, the back or the furthest part of the tongue, and the root of the tongue, right? And the edge as well, of course. So now we're looking at the middle of the tongue, like this. This is the top. After the top, that is the middle there. That is the middle of the tongue, okay? So, starting with the articulation of Jeem. Jeem literally is just that you put that middle part of the tongue up to the top of the palate, okay? And that is actually between where you see the pre-palate and the hard palate meets, basically. So pre-palate area is just behind the gums where the teeth are rooted in. Just behind that, where the gums start raising up, okay, and you can feel it with your tongue. When you feel it with your tongue, you put your tongue in the where your teeth are first. Feel the gums there, the gum line, then go back. You'll feel a little bit of a bump. Go back from there, and then it starts to rise up. That is the pre-palate area. Okay, it's a bit tickly. That just between the pre-palate area and the hard palate where it starts leveling off. So basically, it's the uppermost part of the roof of the mouth, as you can see here. Look. Oh, where's my mouse? There you go. There. Oh, my mouse is weird. The uppermost part, right, of the roof of the mouth is right there. As you can see here. It's right there. Not behind, but I'm not even sure if you saw that, but it's quite far forward. It's not far behind in the mouth, it's quite far forward. Okay? So, through listening, you can hear where this place is. Look. If you I will say, for example, yeah, look. Yeah. Look. I'm literally lifting that middle part of the tongue. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. So that's also where Jeem is. Look. Instead of just saying yeah, though, you put the whole tongue up and you close the articulation. Okay. Close it. Close it. And when it's closed, no sound can escape. And when no sound can escape, that's when you got Jeem. So you separate from there. Ja, 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 ja. Okay? That's how you say Jeem. That's why Jeem has qalqa as well, so that it can be heard. J, j, j. Otherwise, because it stops sound, you can't hear it. Okay. So that is Jeem. Then Sheen is from the same place. So just like you did before, if you find the place by listening, y, 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 y. Notice that my tongue goes down because I'm lifting just the place behind the top, which is the middle, just behind the top of the tongue, just behind this is the middle. So if you lift the middle of the tongue, it means the front goes down. Okay, as you can see in these pictures, the front of the tongue is going down, and for Sheen as well. So now saying Sheen, right? Let's find it by saying ya first. What we'll do is we'll say ya, because that's actually the easiest one to say by imitating the sound. Then we will stay in the position of ya with the tongue, physically in the same position, but without making a sound. So look, yi. Then we'll push air through that. Yi, yi. See, I'm pushing air through the same point of pressure. Yi. That's Sheen. The tongue must stay still, by the way. Don't let your tongue go like this. That's a common mistake throughout the whole world, unfortunately, throughout the whole world, the Arab world, English world, and many other languages. They use the tip of the tongue to do sh, 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 right? You'll see Arabs do sh, 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 the lips forward as well. Sh. No, you need to use the middle of the tongue. This is the practice of the Prophet ﷺ and the Arabs of that time. The Arabs of today have lost this. Okay, so don't go to what you're used to. Don't hear the sound and be biased through the sound to make the sound of Sheen. But physically trap your tongue in the place that we did for ya. Physically trap it. Stay there, physically stay there. And then push air through that place where you put pressure from the middle of the tongue. Up. Shh, 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 shh. Not shh, 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 shh. Okay? You can hear that the sound spreads out. It's flowing very easily. Contrast to lifting the tip of the tongue, that blocks air, right? And the air goes around it. But for Sheen, the air is what? Goes over it and spreads out. Okay. Now, yeah, we just did yeah, but more detail. Non-lengthening yeah, by the way, not lengthening. No mad yeah, no mad. Just yeah itself, non-lengthening yeah. Okay, so when you lift your tongue from the middle, okay, do you see how lifting my tongue from the middle lowers the tongue down, and by doing so, because it's so far forward and the tongue has gone down like this and there's less space there, right? Because of this, the jaw is forced to go down because there's no space for it to be there. Because ya needs to be like this shape, okay? So if ya is going to be this shape, it needs to push the jaw down. The jaw needs to go down for it to maintain this shape here. So look at my jaw. So I made my tongue like this, and it pushes the jaw down. Or it was actually more like this, like, see how that needs to go down. So that's very important so that you can get ya to feel as comfortable as possible. If you don't do that, it will feel uncomfortable, very uncomfortable. To get a comfortable feeling and chemistry in the letters, you need to do these shapes correctly, fully correctly, so that it feels natural. Otherwise, it feels like there's no space in the mouth and it's uncomfortable, stressful. Okay. Now, as you can see, okay, these three letters are very similar. They're from the same place of the tongue. Okay, they have slightly different shapes. Um, not really, very slightly different shapes. What the difference is that the canal or the space between the tongue and the roof is different. The sides of the tongue. Okay, the sides of the tongue. For Jeem, the sides are touching and the front is touching as well. The top of the tongue, of the middle, is all touching and it's blocked everything. There's no air allowed to pass. There's no air. There's no air allowed to pass through because it's blocking it completely, right? Completely. Sheen has a different case. It's got a little bit of a canal in the middle, so that air can pass. So look, the sides of the tongue are more touching more, but it's got a bit of a hole in the middle, so air can pass through. Shh, shh. It's not fully. The tongue is not fully touching with hard pressure, such that the sound stops. So it's not fully closed. Okay. Um, with pressure and force uh, and fully closed like a gate that fully closes so that air can't pass through. No, Sheen has a bit of a gap, but not made on purpose, just because of the nature of the letter. It flows. Shh, shh, shh. Okay. Ya is a bit more like that as well. Ya is got more space due to the nature of its sound between the roof of the mouth and the tongue. Okay. Those are the differences between the letters. That's why they sound different, and also the characteristics make the letters sound different as well. For example, Sheen is only air, but the Jeem and Ya have vocal cords vibrating as well. They have voice. Ja, 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 and y, ya, 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 yi, you. Okay, so that is the difference between the three letters, and those are the articulations of the three letters.